Here we are at Tomorrowland, weekend one, youBEAT with SIDEPIECE. So
Hey.
happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
So welcome. It's also our first time here in Tomorrowland from Italy, and yeah, we would start with questions before your performance. The first one is you reached a huge success with your solo project, Nitti, Gritti, and Party Favor. It's undeniable that in just 3 years, also SIDEPIECE project reached pretty good goals. We are so happy because we love your sound, we love your style. Which are the next step and goals you would like to set up in terms of collaborations or performance setup, like a show? Which are your goals and which is your perspective for the next years?
I think we're super happy because when we started, we have been able to have fans quickly around the world, and like you said, we both have our own projects, and when we came together, I think we were able to kind of say, hey, we have a very strong focus on the sound and things, and I think that fans saw and heard that, and were able to like it and gravitate toward it. So we're so grateful to be here in Tomorrowland. Now, like, it was one of the goals we set when we started, and here we are. And I think your part of your question was collabs or something. Or?
Yeah, something about your performance, your show in terms of evolutions of your DJ set together.
I think one cool thing is we just finished a tour a couple months ago where we had our Kiss and Tell tour, which is like 4 or 5 bigger productions. We actually had our own full team and stuff like that, and we're about to do a couple more next fall. So that was a big, I guess, step up for us because we had our intros, we had songs that got to be performed with the lights and the visuals and everything. So that was kind of a new take for us, and we don't get that everywhere we go, but that's the most exciting thing I think looking forward, besides new music, is getting the production, the lights, the lasers, getting stuff to match the music. It's been really fun.
Yeah, definitely. And we dedicated a piece of article to you. It's named "All You Need to Know About SIDEPIECE."
Oh, it's
and
amazing.
Yeah, we explain your solo projects, collaboration, and your new project SIDEPIECE. And we would ask you some of the best frames or memories from your first studio sessions, if you might talk about it. Also funny moments, or funny frames of your connection.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even start. I guess the funny part is we started on the internet, on Twitter DMs, and we didn't have a real session for probably a few months, actually. Yeah. When we started, it was all online. So even though we both live in the United States and we work, he lives in Florida, I live in Los Angeles, and so we would go back and forth, send ideas. And I think when we got in the studio or to met up, I think we made like 2 or 3 records, and it was just we hit it off very quickly. We're part of what makes this project work so well is that we're also friends. Mm-hmm. So when we work, it feels like we're you're making music with your friends. So it doesn't feel like a job.
Yeah, and what about the facilities or the difficulties to work together instead of working alone with your projects? Because it's a new experience for you.
Yeah.
So there are obviously facilities, but maybe kind of difficulties.
Yeah, I mean, I think the easiest part is that because you have 2 people, you can rely on another person to hey, I don't know if this is shit or if it's good, so you tell me, and then it's yeah, this is good, and then we finish it. So it's really nice to kind of have a partner coming from solo projects, because you're always you have to do everything yourself pretty much. Yep. So I think the best part that we've learned to make it easy on ourselves, and we don't overthink it. We're like, hey, if I'm stuck, you take a crack at it, and if you're stuck, I'll take a crack. So we pretty much made it easy on ourselves. We haven't had too many difficulties with that, because every single time one of us is stuck, the other person can step in. So
yeah, this is interesting, and it's certainly noteworthy, even if not so evident to the less trained ears, your signature sound, because you have a signature sound and we feel it, we like it. So after these first 3 years, how are you going to consolidate it? Will it be painted by this kind of Latin, Afro influences that are growing a lot quickly in the market? Or are you looking to something different, if possible to say, obviously?
I mean, I think that if you listen to our music and a lot of the stuff we have coming out that hasn't come out yet or unreleased, we've always been inspired by a lot of different stuff from all around the world. Ricky has produced in Latin music before, and I've produced other things. And so I think that what's cool is because we both come from the outside of house a little bit at first for our solo projects, when we come together, we're able to kind of have a unique take on the music and kind of have different world experiences. Ricky lived in Haiti for a while, the country Haiti, and so he has a lot of really cool experiences from that. So I think for us, we don't necessarily focus on what trends are happening, but we definitely get inspired by other producers, other artists, and try to make stuff that sounds like SIDEPIECE and not like anything else.
Yeah, and this is nice because obviously many artists are just following the trends, but it's nice to keep your own identity and obviously do what you like and what represents you the best.
I think that's the key too, is like for SIDEPIECE, we've gotten to the point where we can do what we like, and it can be molded in a sense from what we like first to then go into stuff. Because it's okay to follow certain trends if they're cool, if they're good trends and you want to try it out. Of course, like you said, I love Latin music, and we have a couple house records that are like Hispanic vocals, Brazilian, like Portuguese, because it's fun. But as long as we like it first, then it's okay. But if you're just doing it to do it, then you can understand why it's like it doesn't make sense.
It's not genuine.
But it's genuine. When we make something, we only make things we like. So if you hear it and it sounds like whatever it sounds like, just know we enjoyed it, or else we wouldn't put it out.
Cool. And well, you both have already played here. This year we will be together at the Diplo High School Ground stage as SIDEPIECE. What makes Tomorrowland so unique? What is the peculiarity you feel at Tomorrowland instead of other festivals? What do you think?
I think it's truly the most diverse place ever, because you get more countries than any other festival to me, and we've played a lot of festivals, and I think truly this is the most diverse crowd of every country. I came from Miami, and a bunch of kids recognized, like, yo, are you going to Tomorrowland? I was like, yeah, and they're all from Florida, like by where I live, and then obviously all the European countries, and people from South Africa, people from Brazil, people from everywhere. So to me, that's what I think is a big deciding factor on why it's so unique, is like it is truly the biggest melting pot of a festival, I think.
Yeah. Super. And I think for us it's special too, because this is technically SIDEPIECE's very first show ever in Europe.
Yeah, and not even just Tomorrowland, Europe. We've never played here. This is our first show.
So it's exclusive.
Very, very special. Yeah.
And it will be special, and we will be with you.
Good.
We'll be
partying with us.
Partying with you.
On stage.
Obviously.
Let's go.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.